everybody, it's Jessica here with Phoenix Fitness and Recovery, and today I'm going to be guiding you through a quick workout with lots of fire through your arms and legs. So please make sure you listen to your body. If your springs are telling you you need a little less or a little more, whether that's making it harder or making it more supportive, just keep all those things in mind. This is your practice. I'm going to be your guide today. And then one extra prop for your practice is one dumbbell today. So one dumbbell. I have a 3-pound dumbbell. I'm not looking to add a ton of weight here as we move through a few different muscles through the arms, but you can always have a couple sets ready to go just in case you're unsure of what you really want to make sure that you push yourself for your workout. So to start your practice, I've got one blue spring loaded on my reformer or one medium spring. So get your springs all set. We'll do a quick warm up and then we're going to dive right in. So go ahead and step to the foot of your reformer or right behind your foot bar. Your hands might be able to touch your foot bar depending on how you have everything set up. I want you to take a deep inhale, reach your hands all the way up to the sky. As you exhale, imagine you're going to roll over an imaginary beach ball. Lower your chin to your chest, round your upper back. Your chin is still tucked, but I want you to draw your navel in. Try not to collapse. If you need to take a soft bend through your knees, go ahead and take the option. Slowly lower your hands all the way down to your carriage. Take a deep inhale. Push your carriage all the way out. Exhale, scoop your pelvis, round your upper back, bringing the carriage to come back in. It doesn't have to touch the stopper. Mine is not. Inhale, go ahead and reach your carriage long, lengthen your tailbone, lift your heart, allowing your carriage to move back towards you, feeling the sensation moving your spine in the opposite direction. Exhale, push, roll your spine, finding this cat back. Inhale, lengthen long, lengthen your tailbone up, and bring your carriage back in. Eyes can come up, but try not to get too high with your eyes. So I don't care if you can look at the ceiling, keep your eyes towards the end of your reformer, or the opposite end. Here we go. Push your carriage out. Exhale, scoop your pelvis round your upper back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, push out and round. Inhale, push out and bring your pelvis up or tailbone up and then come all the way back. Bring your carriage back to touch your stopper. Once it connects, draw your navel in, roll up one vertebra at a time. Sweep your hands all the way up to the sky. Connect your left fingertips around your right wrist. Softly rainbow up and over. Lift up through your right rib cage. Reach a little deeper. Inhale, come all the way back. Fingertips to the clouds. Right fingertips around your left wrist. Up and over. Inhale, come all the way back. This time, reach your hands towards the horizon. Take a deep breath. As you bend your knees, push your hips back. Make sure you don't hit your knees onto the base of your reformer, but imagine that there's a chair behind you. So you're going to take a really soft seat into this imaginary chair. You might be able to go a little deeper. Again, try not to push your knees too far forward. Take a deep breath and start pulsing up and down. If you can wiggle your toes, let your glutes and hamstrings know they need to be working here as well. Last 3, last 2. Last 1, bring one hand over your elbow and the opposite hand over the opposite elbow. Take a deep inhale. With your exhale, I want you to twist to one direction. Doesn't matter which one, but don't move your hips, don't move your knees. So look down real quick. Did you move one knee in front of the other? Make sure you pull it back. Or one hip, did it pull back? And then inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Think about your rib cage, your torso, twist. Inhale, center, exhale, twist. Inhale, center, reach your hands to the horizon again. Palms can face whatever direction you want to. You're gonna pulse up and down. Just imagine you're tapping your chair. So maybe you can go a little deeper this time. Make sure you're breathing. See if you can bring your shoulder blades back versus reaching forward so far that your shoulders are kind of reaching with the arms as well. So shoulders pull back. Keep breathing in and out. Last 7, 6, 5. Keep drawing your navel in. Last 2, last 1. Hold in your chair. Take a deep inhale. And then exhale, rise up. Move through your shoulders, move through your legs. Everything should feel pretty warm. And then we're gonna get started for your practice. So you've got that one medium spring set, and you're gonna grab your long loop. Bring your long loop into your left hand, and your left side body is to the right of your reformer. So left side to the right of your reformer, and then your left hand taking into the long loop. I want you to step your left foot forward, right foot back. So you're gonna come into a pretty big lunge position. Back leg is gonna stay straight, so I want you to notice your right butt cheek. If you can squeeze the right butt cheek while you're straightening your right leg. So you should feel maybe a little squeeze just above your knee, thinking about your quad. So right leg is active. Left leg will be your foundation leg, so you should be able to see your toes on your left foot. So just getting started. And then your right hand can be to your hip to start this series. I want you to take a deep breath. With your exhale, can you pull your left elbow next to your rib cage? If that was really easy, I want you to step back a little further. If it felt pretty good, you can stay right here. And then if it's too hard, step closer towards your loop. Exhale, pull in. Inhale, release. Last 5. Last 4. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Slowly bring that left arm long, right hand into your loop. Your right elbow is going to come wide instead of narrow. Left hand to left hip. Here we go. Pull the right elbow out to the side. It's not next to your right rib. And then you're going to come all the way back. So just find that first alignment here. Keep squeezing through your right butt cheek. Left leg is strong. Here we go. Last 6. Last 5. Last 4. Squeeze your right shoulder blade. 3. Last 2. Last 1. You're going to come all the way back. This time, your long loop comes into your left hand. I want you to take your right hand and grab your dumbbell. If it's not convenient, it's all right. Pause, take whatever you need. So this next round, you have a dumbbell in your right hand and the loop in your left. You're going to do the exact same motion, but we're going to add on through the right arm. So take a deep inhale. As you exhale, pull your left elbow back and reach your right arm forward. Last 6 and 5. Last 4. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. All the way back down. You're going to switch your props to your opposite hand. So this next round, your left arm is going to go out to a T formation, and your right elbow is going to do the same thing. So you're going to come out wide and return. Left arm wide and return. Really draw your right elbow back. Squeeze through your backside. Make sure your right wrist is lengthened, so there should be no kinking through your right wrist, or the left for that matter, but really think about the right. I think you have 3, if I'm off on my count. Take what you need. Last 2, we got a total of 8. Last 1, you're gonna bring it all the way back and then switch. Here we go. We're gonna repeat last series or last set in this series. When you're ready, narrow left elbow, reach your right arm long, but not over the shoulder, okay? I don't want it to go overhead. You're challenging your balance here. Keep squeezing your right leg. I'm hoping your left leg is starting to talk to you too. Here they do. Let's do 4 more. 4. Last 3. Last 2. Draw your elbow back. Last 1. Take this moment, switch your props, opposite hands, and get started. 8. Exhale, 7. Exhale, 6. Exhale, 5. Exhale, 4. Exhale, 3. Exhale, 2. Exhale, 1. And you're going to return. Set your dumbbell down to your carriage. Then I want you to step forward, shimmy and shake through your legs, move through your shoulders. You can keep the long loop in your right hand. We're going to switch. Your spring setting is going to change. We're going to actually go lighter here because we're going to target your core. So I really want you to think about that the whole time. Light spring, this reformer, it's a white one. It could be a yellow on your reformer. So the lightest spring that you have. And then you're going to take a wide stance. And then I want you to point your toes away from each other. So we're going to think about your inner thighs this next round as well. So still full body, but really targeting this core, getting into the sides a little bit more. So you're going to start with a twist, but I want you to soften the elbows a little bit. So make sure that your knees and hips, as you sink down into your squat, knees and hips are not starting to cave in or out. They should be in alignment, knees with alignment with big toes. Take a deep breath. These first couple might be messy. I want you to exhale, twist, and return, but don't yank with your shoulders. Twist. Your core should be on right now. Here we go. 5. Last 4. Last 3. Hips and knees don't move. Last 2. Woo, it's hard for me to talk there when I twist. Last 1, that's how you know you're in the right spot. Hold halfway back. So your hands are right in front of your sternum, right centered with your chest. I want you to pulse up and down, thinking about your inner thighs a little bit more. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold with the squat. I want you to lift your right heel up and return. Lift up and return. Here we go. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold both heels down. Take a deep breath. Exhale, rise all the way up. You're going to start it all over again. So shimmy, shake through your shoulders. Start with that twist through your torso. Again, knees and hips don't move. So I'm going to settle into my squat. Make sure my alignment is here. Soft elbows, deep inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale, return. That core is already shaky. So if your shoulders are on fire here, it's a really good indication that you're just not using the core, especially if you stuck with a heavier spring setting. Of course, it's going to be heavier shoulders. We went light to target the core here. You can do this. Here we go. Last 3. Last 2. Let your eyes follow your hands. Last 1. Come back halfway. Hold and pulse up and down. Breathe. Just breathe. Last 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it here. Keep breathing in. Draw your navel in. And then lift one heel up and down. Heel up, down, up, down, up, down. Last 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, deep breath in. Exhale, rise all the way up. Shimmy and shake it out. I want you to step both feet in, move through your legs, and then you're going to keep your loop in your right hand. And if you're opposite of me, if you're actually facing me, it's just going to be the opposite. So your hand that's closest to the reformer is the hand that's in the loop. But I want you to step a little bit further back. So your hand can come in front of your thigh. If you have your arms straight like this, you are going to have a soft bend, and we're going to keep this lighter spring set. Step your right foot forward, left foot back, or the foot that's closest to the carriage is stepping forward, and then the opposite leg is going to go back. So you're coming back into the low lunge, back leg is straight, front knee bent. Make sure your knee is not collapsing in. So you can align it with your pinky toe or the middle toe. Take a deep breath. Exhale. I want you to bring your right hand up and inhale to return. Here we go. Sweep your right hand up. Inhale to return. I don't want you to go higher than your shoulder. Core has to stay on to stabilize you here. Challenging your balance, definitely shaky. You've got this. Here we go. 4 more. Last 4. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Slowly come back. Hold it here. Deep breath. With your exhale, actually let's do the inhale. Inhale, bend your back knee, and exhale, straighten your back leg. Inhale, bend your back knee and straighten. bend, straighten. You still have a little bit of resistance with your hand on your strap. Not very much. You're not moving the carriage with your hand connected to your loop, and that could depend on where you're standing at. Just adding a little bit more fire through the legs here. Keep your front knee bent. We're just adding a little bend through that back knee. Doesn't have to touch the floor. Here we go, last one. And then hold straight in the back leg. Here we go, last round in this series. When you're ready, sweep your right hand up and inhale to release. Last 7. Last 6. Last 5. Last 4. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Hold it here. Once you return your carriage, bend the back knee. 8 and straighten. 7, straight. 6, here it is. 5 and 4. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Straighten your back leg. Step both feet forward. Move through your legs. Take a deep breath and exhale it out. You're going to set that loop back to its home. You're going to add a blue spring into your carriage. Now, you can go as heavy or as light as you want to here. This is really your personal preference. So the heavier you go, the more support you're going to get for your core. The lighter you have it, the more your core has to work. So go ahead and set your dumbbell maybe just to the platform or off to the side. Now you're going to make your way into a kneeling position. Now, one of my favorite variations is just to stay kneeling here. You can bring your feet on top of your shoulder blocks. So keep that in mind if you get into this and you're like, oh, that's way too much. Just kneel down. You'll do great. This time, I'm going to cue it with your feet into your shoulder blocks. Tuck your toes. Find that really nice, secure position. Take a deep breath. Exhale, lift your knees up. Hold it here. So I pushed my carriage out just a little bit just to get this alignment here. Now take a deep inhale. Exhale. Can you go out a little further? Inhale and hold. So initial, feel those shakes right away. Keep breathing, keep breathing. Keep your back of your head lifted. No need to look at your feet. You've got this. Now, if you need to take a breather before I cue it, I love that. Listen to your body. It's the most important thing that you can do. Last 10 seconds here. Just keep breathing no matter what. Here it is. Last 3, last 2, last 1. Slowly slide your carriage back in. You're going to bend your knees. Walk your feet a little further forward so they're underneath your hips. And then allow your upper body to melt forward. Deep breath. Exhale it out. Deep breath. Exhale it out. Now, you can walk your feet back to your shoulder blocks, or you can keep your feet just as they are right here. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Slide your carriage out. Hold it here. Can you slide a little further so your shoulders are no longer over your wrists? Hold and breathe. Back of your head stays lifted. Keep pushing through your palms, lengthen through your mid-back. Draw your navel in, knit your ribs together. There's 100 cues for each exercise, so I just like to go through them just to make sure you're connecting to everything that you can during your workout. Let's finish this out, last 10 seconds. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Last 3, last 2, last 1. This time, can you bend your knees? You're going to come in maybe halfway. Don't have to look, just guess. Guess about halfway and press. Halfway, bend your knees. Keep the pelvis in and press. So what I mean by that is you bend your knees. Don't let your tailbone flip out or do a booty pop. So it's almost like you're doing a scooped pelvis, but draw your navel in to let the low abs know they need to work here. They're helping to stabilize. Almost there. Here we go. Last 10 seconds. Just keep breathing. Finish it out strong. Last 1. Bend your knees. Bring your carriage all the way back. Release your heels down. And if you were kneeling, just join me in this forward fold position so you can stretch your legs out. Take a deep breath. Exhale it out. Deep breath. Exhale it out. Now slowly, keep your hands on your foot bar. I want you to come to the opposite side of your reformer, all the way to the opposite. You're going to remove your light spring and stick with that medium spring. And then grab your dumbbell, bring it back to your carriage so it's nice and close. Grab your long loop, opposite long loop. Here we go. So this time, the foot that's closest to the carriage is going to step forward, and then the opposite foot is going to step further back. First round, hand to your hip that doesn't have a loop. Let's just see if you're standing in the right position for you practice. So I want you to pull it back and then come back forward. I'm going to step back a little bit further here, a little bit further. Come back into the lunge, squeeze your butt cheek, the long leg, squeeze that butt cheek, take a deep inhale. Exhale, elbow back and forth. Here it is, last 6, last 5, last 4, last 3, last 2, last 1. Switch your hands. You've been here before, but opposite side. Here we go. Elbow out, squeeze, and return. Last 7, last 6. Back leg still straight and strong. 5, 4, last 3. Make sure you're breathing. Exhale. You got it. Last 1. Slowly return. This time, take the long loop, opposite hand, and then you're going to grab your dumbbell. So as you bend your elbow back, sweep the opposite arm forward, but not too high, not above the shoulder. Here we go. We're going to control it. Last 7, last 6, last 5, last 4, and 3, last 2, last 1. Switch your props, opposite hand. So dumbbell hand is going to go out to a T, and then the opposite arm, draw the elbow back and return it. Here we go. 7 and 6, last 5, last 4, last 3, last 2, last 1. You're almost there, almost there. Here we go. Hopefully you're feeling the burn. When you're ready, pull the elbow back, reach the arm forward. And 7, 6, 5, 4, last 3, last 2, last 1. You can do this, finishes out strong with me. You've only got 8 more. Here it is. Wide elbow, wide arm. And 7. Last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way back. Set your dumbbell down. You're going to step forward, use any assistance. Oh my goodness, golly. Okay. Remember to change your spring. We're going for that light spring so we can activate your core. Take a little bit out of the shoulders. This next round, you're going to step nice and wide. Take that rotation, toes pointing away. I want you to bend your knees. Make sure you look down. Is everything in alignment? If not, make those adjustments. And then both hands to your loop. Start twisting with a soft elbow. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, bend your knees and again, knees, hips, they are so strong and sturdy. Last 5, 4, 3, last 2. Here we go, last 1. Here's a big one. Hold it halfway back. Pulse up and down, up and down. Legs should be really warm by now. So make sure you're feeling that. Right side, left side, last 3, last 2, last 1. Hold, don't forget your ankle articulation. Lift up, down, heel up, down. Last, you got this. You can do this. Once you're there, last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Try not to let your carriage move. 2, 1, hold, deep breath in, exhale, rise up, Shimmy and shake, take what you need, deep breath in. Exhale it out. Both hands to your long loop. Soft elbows, bend your knees, sink all the way back. Deep breath. Exhale, twist. Inhale to return. Exhale, twist. Inhale, return. Here we go. Last 6. 4. 3. Last 2. Last 1. Hold it halfway back and pulse. Pulse it out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold here. Ankle articulation. Up, down, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. Deep breath. And exhale, rise all the way back up. Beautiful. Step your feet, coming all the way in. Take a deep breath and exhale it out. Deep breath and exhale. When you're ready, you're going to take your hand closest to the carriage and then step the foot closest to the carriage forward, and you're going to come back into a low lunge. So new low lunge, new active butt cheek, very active front leg as well. Take a deep breath. Exhale, sweep up. Inhale to return. You've got it. Last 7. Just like the opposite side, might feel different. 6, so make your adjustments. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last 1. Hold with the carriage, comes all the way back. And then I want you to bend your back knee and straighten. Doesn't have to be a big bend. It might be different than the opposite side. Here we go. Finish it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten the back leg. Front arm moves forward and back. 7. Here it is. Last 6. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way back with the carriage. Hold, back knee bend. 8, straighten. 7, straighten. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And come all the way back up. Shimmy and shake. Take what you need here. Go ahead and hang up your loop. Then set your dumbbell off to the side. We're going to keep moving here, but we're going to add a few springs. So I'm going to go ahead, add a heavy and a medium. So you have one light, one heavy, one medium, or white, blue, and red. And you're going to take your tuck and roll, lower down, find that comfortable position on your carriage. Roll your shoulders down and back. This might feel light to start with, but I want you to bring the pads of your feet to your carriage. Pads of your feet, hip distance apart and parallel. Take a deep inhale. Lift your heels to that beautiful high half toe. Take a deep breath. Exhale. Push all the way out. And inhale. Lower your heels below your foot bar. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Bend your right knee. Keep your left leg straight. We're just going to take a nice stretch. And then slowly pedal to the opposite side. Nice stretch. You did some beautiful leg work, so let's pedal out your heels one at a time. This could be a little bit more stretch focused, where you might hold it a little bit longer. This might be a little bit more active, just like a nice walk or a jog. So I want you to choose your pace. What do you need here? And listen to your legs. If they're really tight, just hang on to that stretch a little longer. If you're feeling pretty good, pick up the pace a little bit. Last 10 seconds. Keep breathing no matter what you've chosen. Here we go. Last 3, last 2, last 1. Both heels up. Drop both heels below your foot bar. Exhale, lift both heels. Inhale to release. Exhale, lift. Inhale, release. Exhale, lift. Inhale, release. Exhale, lift. Inhale, release. Exhale, lift your heels. Hold, bend your knees with heels lifted. Lower halfway down and pulse it out, pulse it out. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press all the way out, bend your knees, come all the way back down. Now, if this ever feels too light, you can always change your springs up a little bit. You can add another red if that sounds really good to you, just to go a little heavier, but let's get started and see how you feel. Remember, we're gonna build onto some of this fire. Your right heel stays grounded into your foot bar in alignment with your right hip. Extend your left leg over your foot bar. Point your toes for your plantar flexion, lots of energy. Take a deep inhale. With your exhale, push your carriage out, straighten your right leg, sweep your left foot up over your left hip, and slowly lower all the way back down. If your foot starts to cramp, give it a few articulations to see if it'll loosen up. You can always do this with toes flexed back versus pointed. Really dig through your right heel to activate right butt cheek, the back of the right side. Here we go. Yeah, nice job. 3. Touch your stopper each time. I don't want you to cheat yourself. Last 1. This time lower halfway down. Hold, pulse through your right heel, getting into your right glute, right hamstring, right leg. And if you don't feel a whole lot, maybe bend your knee a little bit more, go a little deeper. Left leg is straight and strong right up to the clouds. Don't worry, we're gonna add lefty here in just a moment. Last 3, last 2, last 1. Hold with your bent knee here. And I want you to slowly make little circles with your left leg. Try not to move anything else, only from your left hip. Are you moving here? Little circles, they're controlled. Ooh, my right knee, it just wants to do little circles with my left side. Find the control, you can. And then reverse your circles, reverse it. Almost there, everybody. Looking for fire through your right side. Here you go. 5, 4, 3, 2. Nice job, left side. Exhale, press to straighten your right leg. Inhale, bend your right knee, bring yourself to your stopper, and then return with both heels to your foot bar. Take a deep breath and exhale. Take a few windshield wipers, just side to side. Nice job. Go ahead and settle to stillness. Left heel to your foot bar, nice and grounded with your left hip, and right leg is strong with your plantar flexion or pointed toes. Deep inhale, exhale, straighten through your left leg, sweep your right foot up and lower. Here we go, touch your stopper. Each time, shoulders are still rolled down and back. Neutral spine on your carriage. So you've got a nice space here between your low back and your carriage. Just your natural space, don't try and create anything extra. Dig into your left heel. Each push. Touch your stopper, touch it. Here we go, halfway down and pulse. Let's sweep the right foot up just above the hip, and that left heel is pulsing. You've got this, you guys. I promise for some beautiful stretches here at the end. You're almost there. Last 3, last 2, last 1. Hold with this really nice single leg squat and start your circles. Control your circles. So just imagine there's a little circle shape on the ceiling and you're trying to trace it, but it's really small. And then reverse your circles, opposite direction. Notice if one direction is harder than the other. It usually is. Just breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, press to straighten your left leg. Inhale, bend your left knee. Lower everything back to your foot bar. And then take those windshield wipers side to side. If it feels really good to hold a little twist position, I love that. Take it. One more windshield wiper to the opposite side. And then come all the way back in. Nice job, everybody. Now slowly, you're gonna stay here, hands next to hips. Take a deep inhale, exhale. Right knee to tabletop, left knee to tabletop, and then scoop your pelvis to your imprinted spine. I want you to hold it here. Deep breath, sweep your fingertips up to the clouds. Exhale, press your palms down to your carriage, peel your head, neck, and shoulders up, and look at your belly button. Inhale, come all the way back to your starting position, but think about your imprint. Where did it go? Exhale, ab prep, look at your belly button, get those shoulder blades off, and inhale to return. You've got this. Knees over hips. Make sure your feet are lifted enough you can see your toes or the tops of your feet. Keep your imprint in mind every time up, every time down. Hold it here, hold it here. Straighten your right leg out to 45 and bend your right knee. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Exhale, bend. Straighten, bend, straight, bend. Keep looking at your belly button. Keep seeing if your shoulder blades can stay lifted off of your carriage. Here we go. Think about a pencil just below your chest. Can you crunch over the pencil? You can. Lift a little higher. Almost there. Last one on the right. Last one on the left. And then slowly release your ab prep. Pull your knees into your chest. Hands to your shins. Gentle rock side to side. Make sure your low back is feeling amazing. Deep breath in. Exhale it out. Deep breath. And exhale. Slowly settle into stillness. You're going to come all the way back with knees and tabletop. Hands hover next to hips. Now take a deep breath. Hold your imprint. And then as you exhale, extend your legs out to 45. Hold. Find your imprint. Breathe in. Maybe you can go a little lower. Maybe you need to come a little higher. Maybe it's too challenging to hold your imprint here. So you sweep your feet up to support your low back, supporting your core. Make sure you're listening. What does your body need here now? Bring your heels together, toes apart. Keep holding your imprint. And click, click, click. We're finding your beats. I just want you to have fun. We're just going to add on and keep creating lots of spice to finish out your practice today. Here it is. 3, 2, 1. Hold with your heels together. Inhale. Exhale. Peel your head, neck, and shoulders up. Look at your belly button. Get your shoulder blades off. Go ahead. Bend your knees. Pull your heels in. Find that diamond shape or frog legs and press. Pull in, bend, and press. So find your frog. Hold your ab prep. Keep thinking about your imprint. There's so many things that I'm throwing at you right now. Just make sure you're breathing. Make sure there's no pain. Maybe some shakes happening. Almost there. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Slowly release your ab prep. Bring your hands around your shins and take a gentle rock side to side. Deep breath. Exhale it out. Settle to stillness. Bring your feet to your foot bar. Bring your right ankle to your left thigh. You can also press out and come all the way back. This next series, go ahead and thread your hands through your keyhole for your figure 4, giving yourself a little figure 4 hug. I'm going to challenge you to relax your shoulders and relax your fingertips. So really your left leg is doing a lot of work to pull your figure 4 closer. Slowly unwind your right ankle, left thigh, and then sweep to the opposite side. Notice if one side is any tighter than the other. Again, option for a figure 4 hug. Stay as relaxed as you can. Slowly release, foot to foot bar. Softly unwind, reach your hands up to the clouds, and then cut across your heart with your right arm. And place your left hand to your right forearm. Take a little shoulder stretch. Remember all that beautiful upper body work that you did? I want you to stretch those muscles a little bit. Inhale, come all the way back. Left arm over your heart. Place your hand to your left forearm and give it a beautiful pull across your body. Breathe in. Exhale it out. Inhale, come all the way back. This time, you can bring whatever hand you want to your shoulder block. So I'm going to cut across. I'm going to bring my left hand towards my right shoulder block. And I'm going to roll over to find that tuck and roll position. That way I'm protecting my neck the whole time. So, like I said, this was a fast one, moving through things, some heavier springs to make it harder, some lighter springs to make it harder. Just as Pilates, everything is always customized to what you need, but thank you so much for moving your body with me today. I hope to see you next time. Like, subscribe, let me know what you're looking for so we can make some really fun videos and some really great content, and I hope to see you again. Thanks, everybody.